Salem was a young boy with an insatiable curiosity that often led him to places children ought not to be. The forest near his home had whispered tales of an old cabin, one that had not seen human visitors for decades. On a fog-laden evening, when the world seemed draped in a sorrowful gray, Salem decided to unravel the mystery of the haunted cabin. The forest was dense, trees like twisted sentinels swaying ominously in the wind. Every snap of a twig or rustle of leaves seemed to be amplified in the creeping darkness. The sound of distant whispers floated through the air, sending shivers down Salem's spine. He clutched his flashlight tightly, the only source of solace in the unsettling gloom. Finally, he saw it, the cabin, almost hidden amongst the tall pines, its wooden frame aged and weathered. As Salem stepped onto the creaky porch, the boards groaned under his weight, mimicking the eerie wails of the wind. With a trembling hand, he pushed the door open, and it swung inward with a protracted creak. The interior was dimly lit, shadows dancing eerily in the flickering light of an old chandelier. Cobwebs sprawled across corners like ghostly shrouds. The furniture, covered in a layer of dust, stood like relics of a bygone era. Salem's breath quickened as he took in the scene. Creaky wooden floors announced his every step, and with each movement, it felt as though unseen eyes were watching. Strange symbols began to appear on the walls, glowing faintly, adding to the building's sense of dread. As he ventured deeper, the temperature plummeted, and Salem could see his breath misting in the cold air. Shadows flitted around him, never fully revealing themselves but always hinting at a presence. His flashlight flickered and then died, plunging him into darkness. Panic surged within him, but he forced himself to stay calm. He reached into his pocket for a spare set of batteries, but a frigid touch on his shoulder froze him in place. Salem spun around, his eyes widening in sheer terror as a ghostly figure materialized before him, eyes hollow and soulless. It whispered his name in a voice that seemed to echo from the depths of the grave. The walls began to close in, and the strange symbols pulsed with an otherworldly light. Objects moved on their own, and a cacophony of whispers filled the air. Salem's heart pounded in his chest as he tried to find an exit. The cabin was a labyrinth of horror, every corner hiding new terrors. Eventually, a faint glimmer of hope appeared as he saw the entrance. Summoning every ounce of strength, he dashed towards it, bursting through the door and out into the night. The forest seemed almost welcoming compared to the horrors of the cabin. As Salem sprinted home, the whispers of the forest followed him, reminding him that he had uncovered but a fraction of its dark secrets. The haunting of Salem had only just begun.